Okay, our top talker at 5:30, a Northeast Ohio legend has decided to step down. St. Ignatius head football coach Chuck Kyle will be back for one more season.
That's right. Kyle won an incredible 11 state titles in his years at St. Ignatius. He also won 3 national championships. Now, Jimmy Donovan, who's here with us now, was with him for the first back in 1988 when he was just 10 years old, guys. He joins us now in the studio.
Just a kid.
And I had a snowball fight with him.
Somehow.
I have to tell you, Chuck Kyle is, well, he's a legend.
Yeah.
In a town that has had legendary coaches. Paul Brown, Marty Schottenheimer, a young Bill Belichick, and put Chuck Kyle right there, too. He built one of the most amazing dynasties in Ohio high school football history. And he did it with great leadership and a feeling of tradition at St. Ignatius High School. And so next year, his 40th year patrolling the sidelines for St. Ignatius will be his last. It is amazing to watch in pictures and sound what he has achieved.
This trophy, this effort is dedicated to St. Ignatius High School and to all of you and to these fine, great football players. Thank you very much.
The man who built one of the greatest dynasties in Ohio high school sports history is calling his last plays. Chuck Kyle, the head coach at St. Ignatius High School for 39 years, announced today he will coach one more season and then step away. Now that is a lot to take in. St. Ignatius football without Chuck Kyle, we never wanted to even think about that. That's how great he's been. St. Ignatius has been his life. He was a student there, a decorated athlete. He came back and worked there. It was time to teach, and so he took that job. And then, of course, coach. But to be truthful, we know him as a coach who also taught. He would quickly tell you, I am a teacher first and then a coach. But he took over as head coach of the Wildcats in 1983. But it was in 1988 when it all came together. Kyle had a big-arm quarterback named Joe Pickens and tons of talent around him. And perfection was achieved. And with only Cincinnati-Princeton standing in their way, Kyle had his Wildcats around him before the state championship game in the locker room of Ohio Stadium. And he delivered the speech of his life.
Be state champion. Be state champion. Let's go! Let's go!
And with a goal line stand in the game's dying seconds, the Ignatius dynasty had its foundation. A state championship. Kyle and Ignatius weren't done, not even close. 10 more state titles followed, 11 in all, 3 national titles. It didn't matter where you came from, east side, west side, south or north. Kids flocked to play at Ignatius, to play for the great Chuck Kyle.
Final whistle has blown in this ball game. Looking forward to a new era in Baltimore.
Back in 1995, when Art Modell yanked the Browns from Cleveland, there was a huge void to fill. And that void, for many, was filled by St. Ignatius football. Thousands would flock to stadiums on Friday or Saturday nights just to watch them win. Kyle's teams played with poise, power, but most of all, class. And Chuck Kyle was the maestro. You were proud they were from Cleveland. Did college jobs come his way? Of course they did. Lou Holtz wanted him at Notre Dame. Ohio State came a-calling, and many others. But Chico had 2 families to consider. His own, all of the Kyles, and the other family over on West 25th Street, all those kids who wanted to be coached by him. So he stayed home. He's won all the awards imaginable, locally and nationally, and now at 71 years old, well, he's saying it's time. But what an honor and joy it has been to watch him, to listen to him, but most of all, to know him. And the St. Ignatius alma mater captures it so perfectly. Chuck Kyle is an Ignatius man forever.
You believe in yourselves, and you believe in your teammates, and you believe in our school, St. Ignatius High School.
What a time. What a time.
I feel like I just watched a movie
Me
trailer.
too.
Who's going to play Coach
I'm
Kyle in
clutching
the
my
feature
pearls
film?
at that. That was so moving. That's
You know,
amazing. What an illustrious career this guy's
Yeah,
had.
absolutely amazing. I can remember a quick story for you back when they were rolling and they were getting ready to play for the national title and the state championship. And we went over to his house in Westlake to do a live shot with him, okay? And he sat in the chair, and there was a little girl dancing around in her pajamas. Young little girl. We were trying to get the interview done, and that was our own Maureen Kyle.
Are you serious? No way.
And that is a part of the St. Ignatius family.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you something. I just thought he was, and I think he still is, an amazing man, an amazing teacher.
Yeah, his
Wow.
kids love him.
They do.
And he doesn't just put out football players.
No, yeah, right.
He puts out well-rounded young men that are thoughtful and that are, the word that you use is hit the nail right on the head, class.
Class.
That's how he's done it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to win with class,
It
but
is.
he's done it.
Yeah,
Wow.
he really has.
Man,
Yeah.
great piece, Jimmy.
Man, that was
great
really good.
piece.
Thank you.
Now think about who's going to play Coach Kyle in the future film.
I will.
Okay?
All right,
Because
all
there
right.
will be a film made.
I'll watch.
You got it.
I will watch.